Peterson to the edge. Hello, Al Harris. Gain of 10 for the man who was second to LaDainian Tomlinson running the ball in the NFL last year. First down.
I mean, we can talk about the speed, the quickness, but this is brute power right here. Woo, he just runs over Al. I told him to be saying wow a lot when he's in the game.
There he goes again to the edge. Turns the corner. Adrian Peterson putting on the moves to the 25-yard line. 35 yards of wow.
Just a really nice job on the misdirection play. And, you know, the point of attack is to the left. It shows the incredible vision that Adrian Peterson has. He breaks it back to the right in the open field.
A run on third down, and the second effort could pick up the first down. Peterson.
37.
Inside handoff to Peterson. There's his rushing touchdown. Oh, look at the official getting involved.
It gets a little dicey now, though, Mike. Do you go with the onside kick?
Yes.
As you've mentioned, the Vikings only have one timeout. They've squandered a couple timeouts. If you have all three, you can kick it deep and play deep.
Peterson coming back this way to the outside, midfield, 40, and cut down inside the 30-yard line. Bob Sanders made the saving tackle. First down, Minnesota.
What a job by Peterson of bouncing to the outside. This is supposed to go off right guard. Keep in mind, Adrian Peterson gets all the way back to the outside. He got outside Kelvin Hayden, and Bob
Jackson with Peterson behind him. And here's 28. He's twisting his way into the secondary and out close to a first down.
The defensive tackles and inside of this Colts defense.
On 2nd and 1. Peterson again. First down and then some. Cuts it to the near side on his feet to the 30-yard line.
Now a day for the Vikings.
Peterson again. Peterson vaulting at the line of scrimmage to the 40 and out to the 45-yard line.
Boy, did he get hit low from behind, but he bounces right up. I think Robert Mathis came in at the end and got him. But Adrian Peterson, again, look at him go over. We've seen him do this ever since he got here. But Robert Mathis doesn't give up, and at the end, Ford Mudd is back home in Indianapolis.
First down, Jackson to throw. Peterson out of the backfield, inside the 40, coming back this way, 35, and down at about the 3. Now on 2nd and 5. Here comes Peterson, right side, running room, first down.
It's passing an interception here in this quarter. In the second half, 114 yards, and look at this, Peterson in the game on him right here. They got to get him off the field. Peterson just pounds his way.
Score. It's time now for Adrian Peterson. You're right.
I didn't like that one, Coach.
I think he's going to get a chance to redeem himself later in this highlight. 28 yards. Steve, get ready for it.
You are crazy, Rich.
All right, Steve, redeem yourself. It's Adrian Peterson. Well, there's always next week.
Big and strong for the Vikings. Adrian Peterson, little cutback, nice gain, out to the 49-yard line. How about that, Adrian Peterson? Peterson to the goal line, and he's in, touchdown. He kept fighting for that last inch. Corey Graham had him wrapped up, and Peterson kept fighting for the last inch and made it to the goal line.
Well, you're right. Corey Graham is the guy who comes over right there, and it's just all leg drive. It's second effort by Adrian Peterson.
Nafahutahi at fullback. Here's Peterson. Finds the opening. Nice little moves in the hole. He's got the quick feet. 24 points. Two tight ends, Schenko and Kleinsasser. Peterson spins away from Tommy Harris and gets a first down.
50 or 60 plays. And clearly he was right with his own help.
Peterson on first down. Good hole there. Cuts it back. Turns it into a big one. Can he get one more block? Adrian Peterson goes all the way. Touchdown Vikings, a 54-yard touchdown run for Adrian Peterson. He's done it again at Soldier Field.
Wow. Well, watch the linebackers. They're both going to get caught up. Briggs and Urlacher. Hillemeyer's coming over the top. Here's the block by Herrera, and then a bad angle by Kevin Payne. I mean, you got to play that thing inside out and force him to the sidelines if you're Kevin Payne. And he just
Peterson stays in, 4 shots from inside the 1. Peterson, he climbs the mountain, and the Vikings score quickly.
5 years, and here no one else was happy.
And Adrian Peterson finally gets into the open field. Can they catch him? Barely. It's down at the 40, the 38-yard line. Jacques Reeves finally rides him.
So excited they were to get him in here.
Adrian Peterson on first down, and he slips through tackles and out across the 30. Look at him move. Boy, in the open field, he's special, and he's close to 100 yards today. 2nd and 10 at the 37. Back to Peterson. 41 yards.
Start here this afternoon. Yeah, he did that last November. The play action and a handoff is to Peterson. And Adrian picks up 12 and a...
He flies home on Monday afternoons and comes back on Tuesdays.
Here is Peterson doing his thing with a first down at the 32. And touchdowns in each of the last 4 games. Does not have a catch. Adrian Peterson breaks one. And there's another one of those big runs against this Green Bay defense. Collins eventually on the stop, a run of 26 yards for Adrian Peterson.
Big thing is when you get a hit on him around the line of scrimmage, you got to be able to wrap him up and either get him to the ground or let somebody else help you. And you saw there.
Papenga just bounced right off him.
Yeah, he came off of him, and then once Adrian Peterson gets up into the secondary, you can tell watching him, I mean, he's looking for the home run. This is very similar to what happened in that game.
Here is Peterson. And Peterson picks up a much... And on first down, he gets it over the right side. A lot of room to run. And he's brought down just shy of midfield, and we go back to what we... 2nd down and 7. Handoff is to Adrian Peterson, and Adrian Peterson breaking tackles to the sideline and can't get around Woodson, but a big gain of 25 yards.
Well, he starts here to the left side, and you know this is what he can do once he gets a defense moving, and then he's always looking for the big play. This time he decides to break it all the way.
2nd and 8. Farad dumps it off to Peterson. That's one way to do it. And Adrian Peterson just will not go down. They do run it. They run it with Peterson, who stiff arms Bigby for the touchdown. He did do it himself. Don't believe that Peterson got in.
Green Bay is challenging the ruling on the field of a touchdown.
A great hole right there by that offensive line on the right side to get Adrian Peterson through it. Atari Bigby trying to bring him down, and you know we'll take a look as to whether or not the ball crosses the goal line prior to his knee going to the ground. His knee's down there. It looks to me like it's a touchdown.
Two tight ends, Schenko and Kleinsasser. Peterson spins away. And there he goes down the sideline into Bucks territory, out of bounds at the 43. What a move at the line of scrimmage by Adrian Peterson.
Rondé Barber's the force guy here. You'll see him out on the edge. He needs to force it to Savvy Piscatelli, but he comes too flat. Adrian spins out of it right there. Now he's going to circle the defense. He's got the edge. That's what you call run fits. And the run fit for Rondé Barber was
passes last year that he completed. Right now it's 2nd and 10. Peterson. Nice moves. He finds the openings, doesn't he? And he fights his way inside.
Defensive series for Minnesota. League's leading rusher is in the game for the first time. Vicente Shenko in motion, and man nicknamed All Day gets it, turns the corner, has a huge burst, and gets it into Jacksonville.
His hands and start running the ball to this guy right here.
Adrian Peterson with a nice little cutback. He is inside the 20, trying to bounce outside. But he gets another first down for the Vikings. With Chester Taylor and the Minnesota Vikings here in the second half. And there is your touchdown.
And that's Adrian Peterson right there. As we talked to Adrian Peterson, one of the ways he described the view of these guys, and watch the hole that these guys create. You got Burke in the middle, you got Hutchinson doubles down and then gets up to the second level. Tahi clears a big hole, and there goes Adrian Peterson.
It's the way to play, and it's the way Adrian Peterson played.
They'll give it to him again in Chicago. This time, there is Peterson, and look at that! Peterson taking half the Bear defense, maybe more, with him for a first down. It looked like a 3-yard gain, then it looked like a 5-yard gain, then it looked like a 7-yard gain, and the next thing you know, it's an 11-yard gain in the first down.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's why there's no way you protect yourself. There's only one way to play, and it's the way he played. I mean, he keeps everything alive. He keeps the feet going. He is going all the way. There is no way that you're going to get him down until you get a whole bunch of guys there. Study hard, are good teammates, and they'll have a job in this league for a long time.
Now Peterson breaks away, and he turns a 4-yard gain into what might be a touchdown run, but Tillman is able to save it by knocking him down at the 5-yard line. Adrian Peterson, just when you think you have him, you don't, and a 5-yard gain becomes a 59-yard gain.
Lance Briggs was talking about that last night, and he said the thing that sets Adrian Peterson apart are these kind of plays. You can think you have him. There's Briggs right there, square up on him, and he said he can just run away from you. The thing that sets him apart is his great speed. They all think that they had him. They think that he's not. Adrian Peterson is one of those running backs that never stop, and when he breaks in the open.
Right now the home team has the lead here, 10-7, first down at the 25-yard line. And this is Peterson taking the inside handoff. And they can't bring him down by his shirt, and he keeps fighting. And 13. Peterson back in. They give it to him, and he goes in easily for the touchdown. Flag down.
Didn't get in on the tackle. That was perfect. That's Cody.
Peterson following the fullback and trying to break it outside. He's got enough for the first down. On the wing, first down. It's Peterson. And he slips one man. The backfield, 2 tight ends. Peterson. There's a big hole there, and he breaks it outside. Down the sideline, forced out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 21, and Adrian Peterson starting to roll.
Ernie Sims has got to make this play. Here he is, number 50. You're going to have Steve Hutchinson going to get out and try to chop him. Now, he doesn't get chopped, but he does not make the play, which comes right up in his hole. You see, he just gets slowed down enough trying to play the chop block of Steve Hutchinson that he can't get there. That's
a great one. It's coming up next. Tavares Jackson on first down, swings it out. Peterson with a nice move. And he's inside the 15, and Fahu Tahi in the backfield. Peterson slipping one man. Bouncing off another. Look at that run. A little of everything by Adrian Peterson in that run. As he gets up to the 39, a pickup of 25 on the play, and that's going to give him 100 yards in the game.
Well, and this has been the problem all year. It's been tackling defensively. Paris Lennon's got a shot at him right in the backfield and really has no shot with
a toss to Peterson running right. down the sideline and out of bounds near the 20. 3rd and 2, and he goes off the edge and picks up 25, and that's Adrian Peterson.
A good run there by Adrian Peterson.
And his 18th of 20 or more yards this season. That was 25. First down Minnesota when we come back.
A little time to get used to that.
2nd and 20 after the 2 false starts, and they hand to Peterson, and there he goes, breaking it for a first down. Wrestled out of bounds at the 41. 2nd and 20
is what Adrian Peterson is.
Brian McKinney is back on the field for the Vikings, left late in the first half. To the edge, Peterson down the sideline. Handoff is to Peterson. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie misses on another tackle.
The rookie who actually has come on here in recent weeks. This isn't why he was drafted, though. I mean, he was real hesitant on trying to get arms on Adrian. A wild card spot.
Here is 2nd and 8, and there is Adrian Peterson. Lost the ball. Dockett comes away with it. Antrill roll on the tackle. Peterson lost the football. And the officials have yet to indicate whose ball it is. The Arizona offense is on the field, and I think that's going to stay with Minnesota.
Yeah. Peterson. First down at the 40-yard line, and here is Adrian Peterson, and that's why he's not the lead dog. And it's not a knock on him. A huge gain up the middle, 17 yards, and Matt Burke, the center, with a terrific block.
Well, you can see the eyes of Adrian Peterson. He sees this right away. I mean, one cut right behind Ryan Cook, the patience there, and now he's got a safety to beat, which he does. And then
penalty flag is down, and here is Peterson breaking one, and they won't catch him. Tape ankle and all. Touchdown, and a flag back at the 40. 67-yard run by Adrian.
To pop this right over the right guard. Here, Jay Alford is going to jump all sides. He's going to be in the neutral zone. That's the flag. But he's going to pop it right between his fullback right there, Jim Kleinsasser, and this has affected the Giants' defense now for the last month. Backs that have popped a big one. It started with Westbrook in Philly and D'Angelo Williams.
And it's 3rd down and a long 2 for the Vikings. Peterson. Only Demps to beat. Touchdown.
Adrian Peterson was going to get some yards, but he did not want to give up the big play, and it didn't look like Adrian Peterson even got touched when he went through the line of scrimmage. And then once it's on the outside, it's a foot race, and there's just not many people, even with angles, that are going to be able to get to Adrian Peterson.
And so Adrian Peterson, who had only 10 yards on his first 6 scrolls. 2nd down and goal. Here's Peterson, 2nd of the day.
And you add to that Jim Kleinsasser there at the tight end position, and you see he's able to push his guy out and create a pretty good lane there for Adrian Peterson. This offensive line doing a good job here in this first half, running the football against a defensive